தமிழ் சினிமா நூற்றாண்டுகளை கடந்துருச்சு. தமிழ் சினிமாவில் நிறைய தடவை வந்து இங்கே ஃபெஸ்டிவல்ஸு, குறும்பட போட்டி விழா, குறும்பட ஃபெஸ்டிவல்ஸு, அப்புறம் சென்னை இன்டர்நேஷ்னல் ஃபிலிம் ஃபெஸ்டிவல்ஸ் இப்படி நடந்துகிட்ருக்கு. ஆனால் இண்டிபெண்டன்ட் ஃபிலிம் ஃபெஸ்டிவல், தமிழ் இண்டிபெண்டன்ட் ஃபிலிம் ஃபெஸ்டிவல் நடத்தப்படுறது இதுதான் முதல் முறை. அதனால் இதுக்கு ஒரு சரித்திர முக்கியத்துவம் வாய்ந்தது. ரெண்டாவது வந்து இது ஏதோ வியாபாரிகள்னாலேயோ அல்லது வந்து சினிமாவை பற்றி அறகுறையாக தெரிந்தவர்களாலோ நடத்தப்படுகிற ஒரு ஃபெஸ்டிவல் கிடையாது. சினிமாவை பற்றி ஆழமான புரிதல் கொண்ட அருண், அவருடைய நண்பர்கள், அவருடைய தோழர்கள், இவர்களோட முயற்சியால் நடத்தப்படுற ஒரு ஃபெஸ்டிவல் இது. அருண் ஸ்டுடியோ வந்து பல காலமாக சினிமாவுக்குன்னு அர்ப்பணித்து கொண்டு இருக்கிற ஒரு தமிழ் ஸ்டுடியோ வந்து நடத்திக்கிட்டு இருக்கிற ஒரு அருண், அதுக்கு மகுடம் சேர்க்கிறார் போல் நடக்கிறது இந்த ஃபெஸ்டிவல். இதில் நிறைய நிகழ்வுகள் இருக்கிறது. அதை கலந்து கொள்வதை நான் பெருமை அடைகிறேன்.
No, but I said don't write the script. So let me explain why I said that. And I have asked you to get it into your hand. The way to do it is, first write the image. I mean, screenwriters, our job is to think visually. It's the days of the dialogue, or we need good dialogue writers. We need good crisp dialogue, but we are thinking in terms of visually. So how the story opens, okay, that is scene number 1, the situation number 1. So what happened to him next? So you try to follow the character. I don't know whether Sana's film, whether you wrote it or not, but if you see his film, you will find the thread of the character is everywhere. I mean, the thread means you may have built it there with the camera, but there is not a single moment, single incident which is out of sync of that character. It always moves. These people always moves with the drink, with the alcohol, with the girl, with the chicken, everything it moves. And people become more, they become open, and it's lead to a drama. So that is the most important thing. It's like a tree. Think about a tree. It comes from the root, and there's a trunk, and there is shaka, all the branches. Our stories are like that. We should see there will be beautiful. We are not concerned about the beautiful branches, but we should be concerned about how the trunk, every character, the development, every situation, the development. So I'll make it very simple. Don't think it's like, it's heavy. No. See, number 1, this is, situation number 1. We call it one-line treatment. Put number 1, what is happening? Then number 2, what's happening? Number 3. Like that, you work until the end of the screenplay or the end of the story. So you will be knowing all the situations that happens in the story. Okay. Now I know that this practice is completely different to some. In India and Sri Lanka, I know that some. The way they write scripts, they will get into a hotel with the double black scotch, and so assistants will come up with the laptops, and they will show, sir, I have seen this scene. This scene is beautiful, and I have something. I got an idea from this. So one of the other guy will say, sir, I have this scene. So its world has become a kind of place like this. I'm not laughing at it. But if you are really interested, if you are really interested to become one of these guys, here, okay, then think about the characters, how the story develops. Even in Moonram Pire, think about how from the beginning the character goes. So write the one-line treatment first. Then don't leave the character. We need great actors. We need in Asia we have great actors with us. We need, I mean, maybe now Sanam's film, I mean, the acting is brilliant. They are not, maybe not known actors, but they are really correct personality for that character. So even if you cast, let's say your friends, most important thing is you should know the character. To how to know the character? It's very simple method. There is very simple method. That is, right from the beginning of the day, this character was born. Let's say the character in your film is 50 years old. Now he's, let's say hair is falling and now he feels that he's getting old. But before that, I mean from the childhood to this day, you should know about him or about her, if he's a female character. So then how to, but you don't have to write a novel to do that. Just write what was this guy's or this woman's childhood, what was it like? And what was the color that she liked? What was the food that she liked? What was the smell that she mostly liked? All these things, to understand your characters, you work on one by one and ask questions. The food, everything. What was her first love and what kind of boy that she looked for in her teens? If it is a boy, what kind of a girl that he was looking for? And so then you will be understanding this person now is in 50 years. Or if it is in 20 years, you just ask questions. It's very simple question, from food to smell to colors to flowers to anything, very minor things. But it will create a character. An most important question that you should finally ask is, what was his need? What was he looking for from the life? Now what is he looking from the life? What is he expecting from the life now? Then only, now you will be knowing the character. So by writing from situation number 1 to end, you know the way how the story develops, and by each character, I mean all the let's say let's say hero, heroine, everybody, you write all this character, we call it character biography. And to the character biography, you will be knowing these people. Now with these two, you have a situations and you have characters. Now what next step would be, try to write a synopsis. Try to write what all this in 1.5 pages or 2 pages. The 1.5 pages or the 2 pages will be, it's like this. There was a, let's say we'll get example of Devarman. There was a village like this, and there was this Devar community, and there's a father and the son comes with his girlfriend. So like that, and what happens? What is the beginning? What is the middle? What is the end? How it is set up? You have to grab the audience in the beginning. So to grab the audience, start from open your story. Open in the sense, open in that film, we get an idea about the village, we get the idea about the male or the hero and the heroine and the father. Then, so it opens the story. That's why every opening is important. Because if drama happens later in the film, audience will feel bored. So then That's why you have to open the film. Now his film, it starts with very, like a silent, nothing important happens. It's a holiday. One by with these characters get together. So he gives the space to develop, and by 10 minutes or 20 minutes, we know about these, characters. But by 30th minute, we know more about. But at the end of the film, we know the things that we never thought that this would happen. So like that, always it should move. It's like a river. Always it should move. And the most important thing in the synopsis is you decide how to start the film and how to end the film. There are two ways. In some film script writing, without knowing the end, you may start. But I advise you to work on the end, and maybe you will, while you are writing the script, you may come up with a better end. Change the end. But the beginnings and the ends, you should know. Then only you can see whether how it works. The beginnings is most important. It should open the film and end. After, we should feel that from this point there is no drama. That this is the ultimate. This is the moment. It's the end. And if the audience feel that this film opens and nothing happens and the drama is happening later and it ends before let's say they are satisfied, they will be unsatisfied audience. So you have to work on the idea of getting them you have to think that this audience they are not your friends, but make them friends. Make them. Now when I am watching the film, I didn't know the director, I didn't know the film, but I became a friend after seeing the film. Why? Because it opened certain things that was new to me. So after writing the synopsis only, then you can write the screenplay. Screenplay writing means you are the God. You are the creator of these characters. You become a kind of a God, and you are the one who first, let's say the spectator of the film. You open it with, you are visualizing the film, and you are seeing the film, and write in the script only two things: what you see, what you hear. Don't ever write what they think. By the way they behave, we should feel what they are undergoing, what they think. We cannot say, it's very easy like a novel, it's a different medium. This is what I felt. No. That's why we need good actors. When we have good actors, they may be your friends. But when they are acting, if we feel that this is what they are thinking, this is what they are undergoing, then, okay, that becomes an emotion for us. It becomes an emotion. We are not believing a film with the dialogue they say. We are believing the characters, and we are understanding the characters from how they behave. So that's how, you should work. Two things. Write what we hear and what we see, scene by scene. Scene is a situation that happens in a certain place or certain time. If the time or space change, it becomes scene number 2. It's not a big deal. Those things, the technical things, don't worry about the technical thing, whether you wrongly numbered the scenes. What matters is your vision, what you have to say. If you are having an idea that something that when I see coming from another country, okay, this is fine, this is original, then I am a friend of yours. So you have to win friends. You have to win friends not only from Chennai, not only from Tamil Nadu, but all over India. and other countries. Because our emotions are same whether our skin is dark or white. That's, the way Moshe Makmalbaf or Abbas Kiarostami speaks to you or Kieślowski speaks to you, you have to speak to them, the Europeans or the Americans. That's how you have to, the game or win this game. Why this film, Sexy Durga, was awarded in Rotterdam? How? Because it connected with the audience. It connected because I think it became, audience also like this one film, no? This with the audience, the favorites. So it's how always be a student. I still whenever I get good book or find a book on screenwriting, I still read. And whenever all the time, still I am a student. I never think myself as a filmmaker. When I go to see movies, I'll be watching movies these coming days. But I will not, seeing them as a filmmaker. We are all willingly be seated there and waiting the director to completely, absolve us. He'll be absolving us and our emotions. So this is the most, the greatest job in the world, being a screenplay writer. And it's the most loneliest thing. So that's why many people avoid it. Because because you live with the characters, but they are not in your life. But you are into their life and creating, and all the people around you become less important with the characters that you are creating. So that's why it become lonely, because you feel I'm telling these emotions, but how could I say this to my girlfriend or my wife or my husband? Because words are not sufficient. When you are undergoing certain emotions about these characters, about the work that you are doing, that's why screenplay writers are very lonely, and that's why most of the American writers want to finish it very quickly. If you may have not seen, there's a film called Gone with the Wind. I think nearly 4 hours. It's long. So so many people tried. It's based on a novel. So many people tried, the scriptwriters and the producer David Selznick tried with many scriptwriters, but didn't work. And he got Ben Hecht and another scriptwriter one day and asked them, okay, so he asked, have you read this novel? They said no. Okay, do you like to write a screenplay? They knew because of the money they agreed. And they were heavy boozers. And David Selznick said, okay, I need it in 7 days. So he gave a table and a room and locked the door. So they want to get out from the room and have a booze. So they completed this 4-hour film within 7 days. So to have a booze, going out and have a whiskey. And you may have known that Sylvester Stallone wrote Rocky in 3 days. But sometimes it takes months, years with the research and all that. If you are doing this historical, the lot of research. If you are doing historical, means recent history or a subject, which like Lena tackles. If you tackle the white van stories in Sri Lanka, you have to know about how it happened, how the government operated, how these other killer gangs operated. So that is part of your job. Every other thing in your life becomes second. Most of the people enter the film industry thinking what they are going to get, but you are not going to get anything. You are going to give your life. That's what happens. But it's a great job because you give your life and you live many lives which nobody cannot do. with all these characters, you live many lives. So I hope you will live many lives. And Arun asked for a clap, but clap is not what no. What I need is, at least 5 of you, if you write a story, that's enough for me. No clap. At least. So think about a story and think that it's your future and the world is waiting for you. It looks that everything looks maybe negative, but world is waiting, because if you have something original, if you have something interesting to say, the world will listen to you. It is not easy, but try it. It's the tastiest feeling.